Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. In the previous video, we have seen a definition of matrix and four types. Let us continue with the type of matrices. Yes, so let us move to the next type of a matrix. So what is the next type of a matrix? It is diagonal matrix. So what is a diagonal matrix? A square matrix in which non-diagonal elements are 0. So I have told you in previously that what is a square matrix, that is number of rows equal to number of columns, and the diagonal elements are A, I, J, where I equal to J, that is the diagonal element. So non-diagonal elements are 0. So we can see example 1, minus 1, 0, 0, order 2 matrix. So these are diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements are 0. This is element above the diagonal. This is element below the diagonal. So this is elements above the diagonal. Now next we can take example 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. See, this is the diagonal. Leaving these elements 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. These above diagonal elements are 0, below diagonal elements, that is non-diagonal elements are 0. This is order 3 matrix. So these non-diagonal elements, they are 0 and these diagonal elements are non-zero. Then this type of matrices are called as diagonal matrices. They can also be denoted by A is equal to A11, A22, A33. For this you can denote, suppose B is equal to A11, A22, that is first and this element. So you can denote the diagonal matrix elements in this way also. Okay. Now these elements A, I, J, these diagonal elements, they are denoted by A, I, J, where I is equal to J. Then they become the diagonal elements. If I is less than J, that is row number is less than column numbers, which elements? A12, A13, A23. So in these three elements, I, that is number of rows, is less than number of column. Then they are called as elements above the diagonal. If I is greater than J, that is row number is greater than column number, that is A21, A31, A32. Here the row number is greater than the column number, then they become the elements below the diagonal. So these are above the diagonal and these are below the diagonal. So when all these elements are 0, leaving the diagonal elements, then it is called as a diagonal matrix. Okay, understood what is a diagonal matrix? Now let us take the next type of matrix, that is scalar matrix. Now what is a scalar matrix? It is a diagonal matrix in which diagonal elements are same. A diagonal matrix in which diagonal elements are same. What will be the example? If you take order 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, order 2 matrix. You can take order 3 also. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Other elements are 0 because it is a diagonal matrix again. This is order 3 matrix. So you can see these diagonal elements, they are equal. So if diagonal elements are same, then the matrix is called as a scalar matrix. Again, scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix also. And what is a diagonal matrix? It is a square matrix where non-diagonal elements are 0. Since scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix, therefore this 0 condition is also satisfied. So you can see non-diagonal elements are 0. So have you all understood square matrix? Order number of rows equal to number of columns. Diagonal matrix means what? It is a square matrix where non-diagonal elements are 0. And scalar matrix is a matrix in which diagonal elements are equal, and again it is also a diagonal matrix, therefore non-diagonal elements are also 0. Clear what is a scalar matrix and diagonal matrix? Now let us continue with the type of matrices. Unit or identity matrix. So what is a unit or identity matrix? Already you have studied what is a scalar matrix. A scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix in which diagonal elements are equal or same. Here unit or identity matrix is a scalar matrix. That means what? Scalar matrix means diagonal elements will be same. And what should be the diagonal elements? It should be equal to 1. Then it becomes a unit matrix. See, 1. Order 1 matrix. This is 1 by 1. Then 1, 1. Non-diagonal elements are 0 because it is a scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrix, non-diagonal elements are 0. 1, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 1. 3 by 3. Okay, so here you can see ultimately scalar matrix is a diagonal, diagonal is a square matrix. So unit matrix also becomes a square matrix in which non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are 1. We denote this identity matrix by I, and if it is of order 1, it is denoted by I1. If it is of order 2, it is denoted by I2. And if it is of order 3, it is denoted by I3. Please remember, these are diagonal elements where I equal to j. Don't get misconfused between these two elements. Diagonal elements with number of column equal to number of row. Okay. So understood what is the identity matrix? A scalar matrix in which the diagonal elements are equal to 1. Okay. The next is upper triangular matrix. Now what is the upper triangular matrix? A square matrix in which the diagonal, the elements above the diagonal are there, but the elements below the diagonal are 0. Then it becomes a upper triangular matrix. See, 1, 2 suppose, this is 3 and this element is 0. So this is the diagonal, element below the diagonal is 0. Then it becomes a upper triangular matrix. Let us take one more example of order 3. So you know this is the diagonal. The elements below the diagonal, you can see all the 3 elements are 0. Therefore, this is an example of a upper triangular matrix. Understood? Elements where elements below the diagonal are 0, these type of matrices are called as upper triangular matrices. Okay? And next type is lower triangular matrix. So if you have understood upper triangular, lower triangular is very clear. If the elements above the diagonal are 0, then it becomes a lower triangular matrix. So what will be the example? Suppose 1 minus 1, this is 2, this becomes 0. So the element above the diagonal is 0, therefore it is called as lower triangular. If you want to take order 3, so this is the diagonal. So elements above the diagonal are 0, these 3 elements. So this is called as a lower triangular matrix. Understood upper and lower? In upper triangle, elements below the diagonal, they are 0. In lower triangular, elements above the diagonal are 0. Then it becomes lower triangular and this becomes a upper triangular. If you have any type of these two, then it is also called as a triangular matrix. Again, when we talk about diagonal, please remember diagonal elements are only present in a square matrix. So, upper triangular and lower triangular, they also become square matrices. Yes? So, understood these? So, these are next type of matrices. Next type of the matrix, what you are going to study is symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. So you can see the definitions. Square matrix in which Aij is equal to Aji for all I comma j, and here exactly opposite, Aijth element should be negative of Ajith element. Now I will give you examples so that it is clear. Now take, it is a square matrix, that means order will be same, 1 2 minus 1 minus 1. This is of order 2 row and 2 column, that is square matrix. Now Aij means how many rows? 2 rows, 2 columns. A11, if you interchange the row and column, this will become A11. So you can see A11, A11, it remains the same. A22, A22, it remains the same. What is this element? A, first row and second column. The element is minus 1. Now interchange this. A21, second row, first column. The element is minus 1. So these two elements, if you interchange the row and column, still you have same elements, then it is called as a symmetric matrix. Now we will take one example of order 3 matrix. See, this is order 3 matrix. A11, A22, A33. Even if you interchange the row number and column number, still you get the same element. So diagonal elements is over. Now what is the element? A12, it is minus 1. A21, it is minus 1. A13, it is 2. A31, it is 2. Then A23, it is 0. And A32, it is 0. So you have to check this element with this. It is equal. This element with this element, again it is equal, and this element with this element. So you can see, the even if you interchange the row and column number, still the elements are same. Therefore this becomes a symmetric matrix. Yes, understood what is a symmetric matrix? Even if you interchange the row and column number, still the element should remain the same. Then that matrix becomes a symmetric matrix. Now skew symmetric matrix. I told you, if you interchange the row and column, the sign of the value should get changed. So see my example. If this is minus 1, this will be 1. This becomes an example of skew symmetric matrix. We will take order 3 also. If this is minus 2, this should be 2. If this is 3, this should be minus 3. If this is 1, this should be minus 1. So you can see 2, 1 is minus 2, then 1, 2 is 2. That means they are opposite in sign. 3 minus 3, 1 minus 1. Means if you interchange the row and column number, what is happening? You are getting opposite signs. Therefore it is called as a skew symmetric matrix. Now if you observe the diagonal elements in skew symmetric matrix, I have written 0. Now why they are 0? Because see, when you say they should be of opposite sign, if you take the first example, A11 equal to minus A11. When you take minus A11 this side, what it will become? Plus A11. It is equal to 0. So 2 times A11 equal to 0, that is A11 will be is equal to 0. Same thing if you do with this element, A22 is equal to A minus A22. So again you will get A22 as 0. Here if you take A33 is minus of A33, then you will get A33 is 0. So this is one thing to remember. In skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements are 0 and the non-diagonal elements, exactly when you interchange the row and column number, they are opposite in sign. Have you understood why these diagonal elements are 0? Because if you take this equation, A11 should be equal to minus of A11. If you take the element this side, it becomes 2 times of A11. That means ultimately it is A11 is equal to 0. Same thing is applied for A22 and same thing is applied for A33. So in skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements are always 0. Understood what is a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix? In symmetric matrix, if you interchange the row and column number, the elements are same. In symmetric matrix, skew symmetric matrix, if you interchange the row and column, the elements are opposite in sign, and in skew symmetric matrix diagonal elements are always 0. The next what we are going to study is finding the determinant of a matrix. Now already when you have studied in 11th standard, what is a determinant? It is a single number which is arranged in the rows and columns. In a determinant, number of rows are always equal to number of columns. So we can find determinant of only a square matrix. Why? Because only in square matrix the number of rows are equal to number of columns. So here this is a matrix A. So how do we find determinant of this matrix? We write the matrix in 2 lines. Then we write the matrix in determinant format and we solve the determinant. How you solve the determinant, you know that. Similarly, if you have order 3 matrix, you will write the matrix in determinant form and then you can solve this determinant and you will get the value of the determinant of the matrix. Yes. The next is, what is a singular matrix? Now what is a singular matrix? If determinant of any matrix is equal to 0, then matrix is called as a singular matrix. Now if I have a matrix A, how do I find the determinant of this matrix? I write the matrix in the determinant form. 2 2s are 4 and 1 into 4 is 4. So answer is 0. That means determinant of this matrix is 0. Therefore, this matrix A is called as a singular matrix. Clear? So we can find determinant only of a square matrix, because to solve a determinant, number of rows should be equal to number of columns, and if determinant of any matrix is equal to 0, then we say that matrix is a singular